And we're live. Well, not really, but semantics. Anyway.
My favorite.
Yes, absolutely. Anyway, welcome one and all to the chicken coop. I suppose that's what we're calling it. It's gonna be like the official name forever, I suppose. It's what we started and it's what we're sticking with, apparently. So, anyway, welcome one and all to the chicken coop. I'm, of course, your host, Race, or Zeris, or whatever you want to call me. The Chicken Master, perhaps, even. I don't know, that's up to you. And, of course, as always, I am joined by the one and the only, the Swede.
Yeah, let's go. It's me.
Introduce yourself, content slave.
Yeah. Fuck you, bitch. Nah, I'm Calcul. I do shit on the internet sometimes. I'm like a weirdo who believes in astrology and physiognomy and magic and shit. Who also
Hmm.
does languages and stuff. I'm your typical schizoid Aquarius.
And I'm your typical schizoid Gemini. Welcome to the club. No, Jesus, I had an
Let's go, airside supremacy.
Yeah! No, I had an actual genuine schizophrenic moment at work today, but I'm not gonna go over it here on the channel. I'll probably explain it to you later, but yeah, no, I genuinely feel like I'm going schizophrenic right now.
Damn, bruh.
Rip
I
of the
mean,
bozo.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
at times like these, who isn't going crazy? You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes, indeed. I'm not even gonna touch that. But yes,
No.
that is yes. Oh, fun times, fun times. Anyway, I suppose onto the topic of today's funny, wacky, random podcast shenaniganery. um, yes. So Warhammer, right?
Yeah.
It is a thing.
It is a thing.
It is a thing,
We've done it for a
yes.
while.
Yes. It is indeed something. So, I'm of course on here on the wow, English words phrasing. I am amazing at this. I'm of course on the Games Workshop website, aka the Warhammer website, or whatever it wants to call itself. It's like X and Twitter. It's the same bloody thing. It's just renamed at some point to be, I don't know, sterile, so whatever. Hot take, I know, but who cares? Anyway. And yeah, no, I thought, screw it. Let's have a look at what the current MechaniCUM options are. Oh, I don't know. I just thought it'd be interesting. It should be noted this is MechaniCUM, not Mechanicus. So instead of cussing you to death, they just come all over you. That was horrible.
Ugh. Yeah. I was gonna make a similar joke. That I was gonna say, I'm about to Mechanicum. Uh,
Oh, how did I see that coming? How did I see that coming? Anyway. Anyway. I'll let you check the random stuff. You know what? Do we have an option? No, we don't. So I suppose that'll be sticking to that for the time being. Okay, so do you have the Mechanicum page pulled up?
yeah, on the Warhammer website, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, well, I suppose, no better way to start than to just start. So I suppose, well, I don't know how look, I have not exactly been keeping up with modern Warhammer releases, because, in all honesty, I just could not be bothered anymore. The stuff is getting a bit, it's getting a bit much to keep up with. And quite frankly,
Yeah.
unlike some people, I actually have a full-time job. So I have a life. uh, I'm sure I just insulted several people, but whatever. If you if you can't take that, then oopsie. But anyway, no. I genuinely have not been keeping up with any recent Warhammer stuff because I just don't have the time anymore. I mean, in between recording for other things and personal projects and doing commissions here and there, it is a lot for me to personally keep up with. So, yeah, Warhammer side is a bit min at the moment. So, I don't know how recent a lot of these things are. I know a lot of them are recent, but I don't know how recent. So, don't quote me on that. And it's not like these listings have a release date on them, so yeah. But anyway, random ramble aside, the Skitarii Battle Pilgrim Marshal. Um. I. I don't know. I both like it and something feels off at the same time. Wow, that looks goofy. I don't like that, but wow, okay. His pose with the spear looks pretty cool, but the pose with the what is that? Like a club or something? What even is there a description for that? No. Doesn't seem like it. But his pose with the weird club mace thing, that honestly just looks a bit goofy. I don't know if that's just me looking too much into it, but that just looks wrong. I don't know that it looks stiff as well, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it looks very old school Warhammer. It's the sort of pose you'd see in like an old school chaplain model, which I would know because I own one.
Yes,
It's
yes, yes,
yeah, it's an
yes.
odd.
You and your bragging with your metal chaplain, bloody bastard.
Hell yeah, me old minis. Like half my fucking command squads and shit are like miniatures from like before I was born.
Valid. Um, Also, for once, we don't have a tactical rock. Kind of. Instead, we have a tactical automaton head. Hooray! Games Workshop is sort of diversifying its poses.
Yippee!
Oh shit. Is this a three? Wow. Okay. This. Also, wow. Why are the 3D views so overexposed? Why is the exposure so high? Damn. That's difficult to look at. It's like staring into the sun. God damn. Okay, but turning this thing around, not gonna lie, I'm loving the cape slash robe slash whatever that's supposed to be. I'm loving that. Honestly, for something like a Dark Mechanicum army, that would be very suitable. I could actually see
Mm-hmm.
someone maybe using it for like a Gene Stealer cultist kit bash. That would actually look pretty dope. Not gonna lie.
Uh
Um,
huh.
but overall aesthetic speaking, I'm very neutral on it, leaning towards liking it. Oh jeez, I just have to move away from that overexposure for a moment. Okay. I don't like the weird club pose they have here. That just looks weird. Um, but the normal neutral pose, even the pose with the hand or the claw, it looks alright. It looks alright. Um, I also see that the servo skulls can be interchanged. So you can have one on this side, you can have one on that side. I actually like that. You can have actual diversity in your servo skull placement. That's pretty cool.
Whee!
That's pretty cool.
I mean, we're big Servo Skull fans here, I assume.
Oh yeah. If a model has a server skull on it, immediate extra point for it.
Yes.
Also, I'm gonna be honest, I do like the bare head option. That does look cool. It looks deranged and almost deathly. Like I can't explain it very properly, but it looks good. I like the bare head option. Honestly, if you
Hmm.
could put that on, let's say a Tech Marine or an Iron Hands, that'd be pretty cool. I think that'll look pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm pretty sure the Iron Hands actually do have the head options very similar to this one, actually.
It does. It does. They do.
Uh,
That's why I thought of the Iron Hands when I looked at this head.
yeah.
Um, as for the rest of
Hmm.
the design options and stuff like that, I like the claw hand thing, but I don't like how short it looks. Like I don't know if that's just the perspective of the photo, but the mechanical hand thing, like the big fist, I don't even, is that a power fist? I don't know. Um, Weaponry options.
Good
Oh,
question.
it's a phase claw. Okay, it's a
Oh.
phase claw. Um, I like it, but I don't like how short it looks. At least from this photo. I can't. There doesn't look to be any other photos from a different perspective. But overall speaking, I like it. As for the legs, I'm very split on the legs. I both do and don't like the legs, if that registers to any degree. Like,
Hmm.
yes, the digitigrade legs, they look cool, but I don't know if I vibe with it on this particular model. I think it has to do with the color scheme in all honesty. I'm not vibing with the heavy copper brass sort of vibe that it's going on here. I get that that's the theme for like um the theme of these models because they're pilgrims or something like that. But I think with more silver instead of the coppery brassy color, I think that could look a lot better. Um,
Hmm.
but overall, I don't know. I'm very
Now, I was
fifty-fifty.
thinking that too, about the color scheme.
I'm very fifty-fifty on the legs. Very fifty-fifty. It's a bit weird because from certain angles they just look like high heels for no particular reason. Like if you're looking at it from the right side, I suppose you could call it. In all honesty, I'm looking at this and it has the same vibe. The foot shape has the same vibe of that one Sister of Battle artwork where she's got her leg perched up on some skulls. It's got the
Yeah,
same shape as that,
I,
with the
I, I
heel and
recall which one you
all.
mean. Yeah.
Why though? That's all I can ask is why though? Like it just looks weird. And not a good
Mm-hmm.
kind of weird in my honest opinion, but that's just my personal taste. Like the legs themselves, okay, I can vibe with them, but why the heels? Like, do they transform into like flat foot feet and then transform into like tiptoe feet? That I suppose that would kind of make sense. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. It's very weird.
Hmm.
Also, I
I
must
mean,
I must say the helmet option does look pretty sick.
fair. I'm fine with the legs. I don't think the legs are a problem. Overall, I like the model.
Mm.
I think the real problem I personally have is not to do really with the design of the model, just the color scheme.
Yeah, yeah. The color scheme's a
It's
bit odd.
dull. I don't like it.
Well, I don't know about dull. It's just it feels like there's too. This is gonna come out the wrong way, and it's gonna sound hilarious. It feels too simple. I don't know how
Hmm.
better to explain that, but I think just tweak the colors, and it'll have a better look. Like more
I think
silver,
personally,
gunmetal, and black instead of the copper, and that'll probably
I
improve it a bit.
maybe I personally think it's the robes that are doing it because the robes don't stick out. They, I don't know how to describe it, but like generally speaking, when you have like a light color as your primary color, we're using the metal here as the primary color. Color fucking words.
Yeah,
Yeah, I you generally want to have a dark color as like the secondary. You generally don't want to do this and combine like a light color with an even lighter color. It
I
doesn't create a good contrast, and I think I that's what I have a problem with it.
I think I do agree with you on that to a degree. Um, I agree that there's too much light going on here, not enough dark contrasting. But again, this is all having to do with the color scheme. With the model that they colored for display. This has nothing to do with the actual model itself. But if I were to get
Mm.
it, I would definitely have more blacks and gunmetals. I like the robe. I like the robe. Although I think it would look pretty interesting in red. Obviously, they don't have a red option here. It's just this sandy bleached color. But yeah, no, definitely my first go to would be more blacks and silvers, or gunmetal rather.
Mm-hmm.
But overall,
I think that's fair.
I think I would give this model a solid 7 out of 10, in all honesty.
Hmm. I'd probably be a little harsher and say 6 out of 10. I like it to a moderate degree, and I think there are definitely very. It has very strong design overall. I think it's mostly like the like it might just be the color scheme that's decreasing it to that degree, but it's like, mm,
Which is
yeah,
fair.
I'm sort of all right with it. I guess
Okay,
it's good.
I just brought it down to a 6 out of 10 as well because I just stared at the chainmail for a couple of seconds. I don't like that. At all.
Fair. It isn't very well or sculpted, I should say. I personally don't mind it too much, but it's like, why
The
is it
thing is,
there? It's kind of pointless.
Games Workshop designs all the models in CAD. Sometimes you can
Mm-hmm.
not notice it, but when I'm looking at this chainmail stuff, I just see CAD copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. That's all I'm seeing, and I do not like that one bit. Why is it square too? Why is it round? Maybe stylize it a bit, or just don't have the chainmail. I honestly, I would remove the chainmail. I do not like that. Now that I'm actually looking at it, yeah, no, I definitely don't like the
Yeah,
chainmail. So this is, yeah, no, this has now
agreed.
become a solid 6 out of 10 just because of the chainmail. And that's with extra points for the servo skulls, by the way. So if it didn't have servo skulls, it would be a 5 out of 10. But with the servo skulls, 6 out of 10.
Valid.
We have
Very valid.
we have servo skull bias on this channel, and we will not back down
Yep.
from it ever.
Servo skull supremacy.
Also, I am not even going to touch the pricing. I am not touching that with a 6 foot fucking pole. We all know Games Workshop is overpriced. If you think it's not overpriced, you clearly have too much money. But anyway,
Yeah.
so that was the Pilgrim Marshal. Overall, pretty decent. Remove the chainmail, maybe swap up the pose a bit, but generally speaking, I like it. Solid 6 out of 10.
Hell yeah.
Moving on though to a similar theme, the Pilgrim Corpus. I suppose it Corpus Corp. I don't know Core. Again,
Yeah, corpus would probably be right.
overexposed photos. How do you screw up taking a photo? This genuinely hurts my eyes. Like the very first photo with all of them together, the exposure on this is disgusting. The turnaround photos as well, that's horrible. But the close-ups, those at least are balanced. But wow, okay. I I'm sorry, but why? Just turn down the exposure a bit. It's not that difficult. But anyway, photography criticism aside, oh, this is just straight up a copy paste. Oh wow, okay. So you know
Well,
you're okay.
I think
So
there are
wait,
things we can still comment on.
I need to quickly put the Marshall and the Corpus side to side because okay, it's not 100% copy paste, but it's very similar to the point that it ticks me a bit. I'm talking about the first turnaround photo, by the way, with the tactical rock going on there. Again, tactical rock, amazing, amazing pose design. Can you tell I'm over it? Anyway, um, okay. So the Mike. Okay, so clearly these guys are a really. I've never heard of the Battle Pilgrims. Not once have I ever heard of Battle Pilgrims. Either that's because I haven't read every single book under the sun. Can you fucking blame me? There are so many, it's not even funny. But to my knowledge, the Battle Pilgrims are a relatively new addition to the Horus Heresy. Which additions to the Horus Heresy I am honestly getting a bit sick of, but that's just me. Justify it however you want in your eyes. I'm neutral to tired of it. But my question is, what role do the Battle Pilgrims serve that normal Scutari and other units don't? Like, is it different?
As I believe, this. I don't think the Skitarii exist in 30K, at least in the form that we know them.
Well, we know Scutari do exist. They're um, the fucking entourage for Titans and Mechanicus, so we know they exist. They're not an exclusively 40k
In
thing.
30K? Are you sure?
Yeah, for the Titan legions, my dude.
Hey, hold on.
Unless they changed something since last I looked at it, which has been a very long time, so they probably changed something. Let me scroll down and have a look here. Yeah, we've got Scutari. Whatchamacallit? Upgrade sprues, I guess? They don't have Scutari Rangers and Vanguard listed here, but well. Oh, excuse me. Don't know where that one came from. But yeah, no, they have Scutari. So there's no question of that. I just don't really understand what the role of these guys play. Also, did I get the excuse me. Did I get the thing confused? Why is it saying MechaniCUM Tugmata? I want MechaniCUM, not MechaniCUM Tugmata. Hold on.
What the fuck?
Let me fix this real quick. Okay. Now we have the entire MechaniCUM range, including the Knights, which, okay.
Right, yeah.
Knights, Titans, Sheets.
Right, okay, I'm just being retarded. It literally says Skitarii on the thing. I'm being dumb.
Yes. But anyway,
I was thinking of the older Skitarii, like, oh, sorry, not the older, the 40k Skitarii. They don't seem to have existed, at least in the recognizable form.
Fair enough, fair enough. I am trying to figure out what.
Though I may be wrong, because I am not a Skitarii. I am not a Skitarii lore guy.
Okay, so these guys are using a Voltok Arquebus. Which. Is that supposed to be like a fancy energy version of a Bunderclus? Yes. A Bunderclus. That's the word.
We've been playing so much TabG, and you still fuck that word up. How?
English. It is my first language. Can you tell?
Yeah, I suppose.
Yes, the blundercuss. Anyway, blunderbuss is what I meant to say. So is this supposed to be like an electronic or energy weapon of a blunderbuss, or a flintlock version of of? Wow, English. Oh, this is gonna be fun to upload unedited. Suffer, viewers, suffer. I'm not editing this. I'm way too lazy. Maybe later, but not now. Anyway, aesthetically speaking, I am struggling to comprehend what I'm looking at. I think it's the trim that's throwing me off. I don't know. I don't know. I'm neutral on them. I'll say that. I'm neutral on them. This could just be me, but I don't know if I'm a fan of these helmets. Like on the Marshall, it looks pretty cool, but on these guys, there's a very... It looks a little too sleek, if that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think on the helmets?
I think the helmets are fine on these ones as well. I personally like. I think they're basically as good as the previous one. They sort of get rid of some of the flaws, but one thing I don't like about these that was not a problem before. I don't like the guns. I don't like how they look. I think
Mm.
they look stupid.
They... It looks weird. Like, how do they work? What do they function on? What are these things? I don't
Yeah,
understand
I
what
mean,
I'm
my
looking
primary issue
at.
is like how fucking bulky they are. They look too fucking large. That's like they don't look like a something you could actually use. They're larger than bolters. Like it's just questionable. Why would you make that?
You know what? I gave up on that argument so long ago. Because this is just what Warhammer is. And to be fair, has been for a while. It's just bulk. Bulky weapons for the sake of bulky weapons. I mean, look at plasma guns. Look at the heavy intercessors. It's just what Warhammer weapons are. So, I don't know.
I mean,
I'm not even gonna touch that.
fair enough, but
I do
I don't know.
appreciate...
Like there's degrees to it, and this is too far for me. I don't know.
I mean, fair enough. I do appreciate, however, the consistency. Um, like, it looks like these guns have been manufactured. Like a bolter, they have been manufactured. They are almost identical. I'm just very 50-50 on the trim. I don't know if I like the trim or not. Also,
It's all right, I guess.
how are these guys holding their guns? I just realized that. How are they holding their
Mm-hmm.
guns?
Well, there seems to be some finger holes that they got there. If you see there.
Yes, but how in the blue hell does that work? Do they just slide their hand in like a glove? Are they holding the gun like complete? Is it... It does not look right. This
I
does
know.
not look. That does not look right. Okay, that no, no. Okay, the more I look at it, the more it's just no. That doesn't look good at all. I don't
Yeah.
like that. I don't like
Yeah.
that. That looks wrong. That looks so wrong. And more of this copy paste chainmail. Why? Oh, Moses,
Eh.
why? Okay, my main gripes with these guys. I am accepting the legs. I'm liking the legs now. My main gripes now. How the frickety frack are they holding their guns? That looks stupid. I hate the chainmail. And good lord, can these guys be any more copy paste? Like, I'm
Hmm.
looking. How many. Okay, one, two, three, four. There's four of those dudes. One, two, three. I don't see a fourth one of that. Wow, this is so copy paste, it's not even funny. Damn. Multi-million dollar company right here, my dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I teased them for
I
that.
mean,
I teased
they're a
them for
multi-million
that.
dollar company for a reason.
That is true. Look, I teased them for that. But at the same time, these guys are doing so bloody much that they have to do this stuff simply and quickly. They have to copy paste. They have way too much stuff going on in their ranges that I honestly kind of feel bad for a lot of the modelers that have to do this because they have so many projects that they have to do. So I'm going to show a bit of understanding on the modeler side, not the company side, the modeler side. Um,
Mm.
Also, I'm looking at one of the photos. What's there? There is a sculpt with like a gear icon over the chainmail. I kind of vibe with that. It breaks up the obvious copy paste of the chainmail. So I do like that to an extent, but still, the chainmail to me looks like shit. Also, the bear head options, I vibe with those. Those look grotesque and creepy, and I like it. More of that, please.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah. Look, I like the Marshall. The Marshall did get extra points because it had server skulls, obviously. I'm gonna be honest with you, though. I don't know. They're basic. I appreciate that. They are slightly over designed, but not aggressively over designed. I appreciate that. So I suppose I'll rate them a 4.7 out of 10. To be generous.
Hmm. I think I'm pretty. I'm just gonna rate them the same I did the other one, the Marshall. To be honest, I think they're so similar that I don't know. I can't really uh call them significantly different enough to the point where I can give them different ratings. So 6 again.
Valid. Everyone's got their own opinion, and that's what we support on this channel. Unless your opinion is that, no, I'm not gonna say it. No. Forget I said anything. I'm doing a bit.
unless your opinion is what I disagree, in case you deserve to be, I will not continue this sentence because we channel to stay on the platform. So yeah,
This isn't Twitter.
yeah,
But
for
anyway,
better and for worse.
you know what? I'm gonna give him a 5 out of 10. The bear head options bump it up quite a bit. I like these bear head options. They do actually look pretty sick. So I vibe with those. So yeah, 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10 for these guys.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
Moving on, the Voltarax Stratos Automata. I'm gonna come out and say it. I'm gonna tell you straight up front, 7 out of 10. I like this. This feels like a floaty Mechanicus, or MechaniCUM rather. This feels like the older, like the original view of the Mechanicus slash MechaniCUM is this technological eldritch horror style thing. Not quite what the Necrons were supposed to be, but I like this. I'm gonna be honest with you, I like it. What I don't like, and this is such a nitpick, this is a huge nitpick, and I'm gonna say it up front, it's a huge nitpick. But the front panel above the head looking thing just looks like a shoulder pad off of a knight, and I don't like that. But it is like a minor nitpick, so I'm not even gonna count that. I don't know. Overall, I like
Well,
it. Overall, I like it. I vibe with
mm-hmm.
it. And the paint job
Yeah,
on
no,
this, the paint
I
job on
agree.
this is done beautifully. The highlighting, the weathering, this is what we like to see on Horus Heresy stuff. A bit more new age than a lot of the old stuff. A lot of the older stuff is a lot more grimier and grimdark. But this, I still like it. I still like it. It is props to the artist. Whoever painted this, hats off to you, my dude. Or gal. It looks beautifully painted.
This is true. No, I think you're on the money with that one.
But overall, your thoughts?
Hmm. Good question. I mean, I agree with most of that except the nitpick detail. I don't think it's really important. I don't
Yeah,
really give a shit about the fact that
like
it kind of looks like a knight shoulder,
like
which
I
I mean it
said,
does, but like I don't care.
it is a massive nitpick. I do not even count it towards anything to this model. It's a massive nitpick. So yeah,
Fair.
but I must say overall, and I'm pretty sure it's the paint job that's influencing a little bit. The paint job is very deliciously done. I'm gonna give this thing a 7 out of 10. I would love to get my hands on one of these. This thing looks sick.
No, I think you're on the money with that. I think I pretty much agree 100% with that. I don't really have anything to add.
Your rating?
Pretty good. Yeah, 7 out of 10.
Well, alright then. Moving down. Ursarax Cohort. Okay, we got. I'm gonna be honest with you. I fucking love Automaton. The automatons for the Mechanicum. I love every single one of them. So I like these. I'm gonna be honest. I freaking like these. I don't love them, but I like them. I vibe with the claws. The weird jump pack thing is a bit much for me. This very much, in all honesty, it gives me the Castellan robot vibes, with like a sort of retro vibe with the helmet head thing and the booster thrusters that it's got going. I kind of like it. Kind of. It's okay, I suppose.
Hmm.
Um, but overall, I do
Fair.
vibe with these things. I like the claws, I like the heads. I'm neutral on the booster thrusters. Overall, I do like them. They look quite cool. I'm not gonna call them intimidating or anything like that, but I do vibe with them.
Yeah. I mean, I think they got a weird, like, they got sort of like a toy-ish feeling to me, which is kind of weird. But I don't even say that in like a necessarily bad way. I think they look pretty cool.
I mean, it's much the same
Um,
as the Castellan robot. The Castellan robot literally looks like a robot toy out of the frickin' 60s or something.
yeah, no, exactly. I do agree, and that you did you're kind of on the mark with that like 60s type comment because it looks like an old toy specifically, very retro, which is cool. I like that.
I
I like
also
that
quite
about it.
like it. I'm gonna be honest, the head actually reminds me, it gives me Battlestar Galactica vibes, which I vibe with that. I vibe with that, 100%.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna give these a
Um,
7 out of 10.
same, same again. I like these a lot. I might even give them like a 7.5 because I do like these a little bit more than the last one. But I don't know if I want to go so far as to say that they're like an 8. I don't know. I'm not certain though. I might go that high. I'm not 100%. I might have to see them in person.
For me, I would save something like an 8 out of 10 for something that blows me out of the water. These are cool, but they don't blow me out of the water. Same with the previous model. It's awesome, it's cool, I vibe with it, but I'm not, bam, blown away. I like them.
Valid.
I think they keep the same aesthetic as something like the Castellan robots, as well as the other automata. I feel like they keep the same aesthetic, which I appreciate. So yeah, overall 7 out of 10, easy, hands down.
Mm-mm.
Next up, are these tanks new or are they the old ones but refurbished? I don't really know.
I believe they are a rework of older tanks. Yes, and I think it plastic this time. So I might have misremembered that.
Let me see. Let me check the description for you real quick. Plastic. Yes. Okay. So they are
Hmm.
reworks, I believe. Okay. So the Cryos Battle Tank slash Venator. What? Okay, so there are different weapon options. There are different weapon options. Options. This thing is pretty small for a battle tank, if I'm being honest. Like, if we're taking the dude for scale, this thing's pretty small. Like, when you think a battle tank, you think something. I don't know. Like, okay, mind you, a Lehman Russ is pretty small, but I think lore scale, like, I'm not talking model scale, I'm thinking lore scale. A Lehman Russ might be bigger than this, ever so slightly, so I suppose you could call it a battle tank.
Hmm.
I'm trying to vibe with this. I'm trying to vibe with this. I don't know if I particularly enjoy the giant ass gears that's running between the guns and the treads. I don't know if I particularly like that. To me, it feels like that's there to fill space, which I don't know. I don't know if I
I
like the
mean, I think
gears.
that's kind of part of the. I think that's kind of part of the Mechanicum aesthetic in a lot of ways. Like, I mean, sure, it's kind of precedent like 40k Mechanicus as well, but it's more strongly associated, at least in my opinion, with the 30k
Which
Mechanicum aesthetic. The like Da Vinci sort of, like high tech Da Vinci sort of stuff. If you get my drift.
I follow you, but for me personally, I'm not a huge fan of the whole futuristic Da Vinci sort of take on the Mechanicus slash Mechanicum. I don't vibe with that 100%, but that's just me personally. Um, I suppose for me with this model, I can look past it. I can look past it. Overall speaking, I think it does look nice. I wouldn't go out of my way for one. I don't know. I'm not. Oh yes, and big disclaimer: I'm not a Mechanicus player. He's not a Mechanicus player. Neither of us are Mechanicus players. We are literally just looking at this aesthetically. What we think of it
Mm,
aesthetically speaking. I w- I'm very conflicted on it because I like the weapon options. They look funky. They look dangerous. I do like the big, like, tank destroyer option looking thing there. Let me see if I can find a name for that. Um. Lightning cannon or irradiation blaster, and a pulsar fusel. Okay, which is which?
Bruh, don't ask me, man. I don't know.
It'd be nice if they put like a little bit of text saying, "Oh, this is this, this is that," but they don't do that, so I'm not exactly a big fan of that. What I do like is the other weapon option, this thing at the bottom here, like this big thing with like the plates and like the mini void shield looking things. They could just be ion shields. I like that. Mainly because it adds a bit more meat to the front of the tank, which I do actually vibe with, so I like that weapon option, in all honesty. The base option, yeah, I like that. The other option, I'm 50-50 on.
Hmm.
I don't know, what are your overall thoughts on this thing?
Well, my first thought is it's likely that the Venator is the one with the tiny shields, so that would be the pulsar fusel.
Probably.
Uh, on the other side, I think the lightning cannon. What the fuck? Yeah, lightning cannon. I think that's the first option that we're shown. It's the one with the long barrel. I think.
Well,
But that's just me
they
guessing, to
don't
be honest.
visually tell us, so I suppose we just have to guess.
Yeah, I'm like just making. I'm trying to make an inference.
Yeah.
It's all I can do, really. I mean, I
Overall,
can actually look it up, but.
overall, 6 out of 10 out of me. I'm very neutral on it.
Mm, I agree. I agree once again. To be honest, I think that's actually pretty much more or less on point.
If you keep agreeing on me, then I'll have to kick you out. We're
No,
we're supposed to have
I'm not
diversity
agreeing.
of thought over here, my dude.
I'm not agreeing because of like you just. I want to agree. I'm agreeing because you're right. For God's sake. And there's definitely such a thing as objective right when talking about aesthetics. So you
Oh,
um
Mr. Robot in the middle of recording. I love that.
I don't I certainly don't.
But anyway, so that's that. So we both read a 6 out of 10. Moving on to the
Mm,
Caracnus Assault Tank. I'm gonna be honest with you, Okay, I'm pretty sure this is a rework of the original. If I'm remembering the original correctly, no, I'm thinking of something else. Never mind. I think there's too much going on. And I can't tell you why.
hmm.
I'm trying to figure out how I can possibly explain how I feel there's too much going on. What is going on?
I
Okay, there we
mean,
go. Okay. The guns I don't particularly vibe with. It kind of just looks like they're there. Like they were slapped on last minute. They don't look like an actual design choice. If I'm being honest, I would have gone with sponsons, but if this is an assault tank, then it's does it like have a crew capacity? Let me check. Um,
I suppose it does because of the
yes, it is a transport compartment. So
thing on the
technic,
side.
yeah, they can't have sponsons, but I don't vibe with these arms. They don't look good to me. And they would have, yeah, I don't vibe with the arms. Take the arms away. Put the guns either on the side or have guns on the front or something. And then maybe it'll look better. Or just get rid of them altogether. Keep the mortars, get rid of the guns. I would probably vibe with that. This could be the Mechanicus version of the Rhino. There you go. But with the arm guns, I don't know. I don't vibe with that.
Hmm, not unfair.
I don't know. What's your take on it?
I mean, the arms don't bother me as much as they do you. Um, I like it. I like the. I'm just kind of biased because I really like the sort of, uh, like up into the air sort of mortar and rocket type weaponry. I don't know why. I just do. I just like the idea of just weapons that go whee fall down.
Fair
I don't know. There's
enough.
something primal in my head that makes me like that a lot.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you
But
on that.
like, yeah, the side things. I mean, mm, but like the side guns, like the arm guns, I'm fine with it. It's probably just because it's like, yeah, it makes sense with the way it's designed. Um, I mean, I kind of do like a little bit of silliness here and there. I'm
Okay,
not so opposed to
I have a question.
it.
How? Okay, no, never mind.
Yeah.
I just answered my own question. So, in order for your guys to leave,
Uh,
the guns have to flip upwards, and then the door opens. That seems
uh-huh.
a bit convoluted,
Yes.
but okay, I suppose if you want to do that, why not? Sure, I guess.
Tom from Tom and Jerry shrug.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, if I'm looking past it, I would give this thing a 5 out of 10.
I like it more than that. I'd say huh. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say where I'm between because like that would invoke dark forces. Uh,
Oh, I know exactly. Oh no! Oh god! Fucking Gen Z shit. Oh.
uh-huh. I will give it a 6.5, like a fence.
Fair enough. You know what? Screw it. If you have watched this far into this foolish video, if you have watched this far, leave a 6-7 in the comments. Screw it. Just do
Oh
it.
god.
Just do it. Spam 6-7
Thanks.
in the
Just
comments.
just just invoke death. Just mention Scorpio.
Yeah, just do it. 6-7 Scorpio, let's go.
Scorpio rising. Let's go.
Oh,
That's
we
really
got a
bad.
Scorpio rising over here. Oh, this got so cursed very
I.
quickly. Okay.
It's so bad.
Okay. Mo- Moving on. You know, let's keep the continuity. Let's move to its cousin, the Triaros armored convoyer. I like this. This one I prefer. Um, which is this is also a transport. Yeah, transport. So yeah, this one I like a lot more. Mainly because it doesn't have the silly guns, but also it just has, I don't know, it the aesthetic. I don't know exactly what's different about it, but I like this. This it's probably because of the crest that it's got on the head there. It looks like you don't want this thing to ram you, which I like. I like
Hmm.
that. And I like the doors, in all honesty. the doors being different is a bit weird, but I do like the doors being different. And my observation is that the main difference between this and the um Correctness is that this removes the guns for, I don't know, speed, I suppose. And removes the mortars for troop capacity. So I suppose it's the same thing, but more troops.
If I understand it correctly in lore, this is supposed to be the original, and the Arachnos is supposed to be a basically just a redesign of this thing with more firepower, more or less.
I suppose. I suppose. I don't know. I vibe with it. I vibe with it aesthetically a lot more than the other one. So already it gets a 6 out of 10 instead of a 5 out of 10.
I like it less. I'm going to be frank from what is tabletop. No, I mean, I don't hate it, like, but it's not as fun to me. I like me mortar, I like me rocket, simple as.
Which I agree
Uh,
with. Having the lack of mortars does diminish it slightly. But it has a reason for not having mortars, and that's troop
I
capacity.
know.
So that is understandable. So if you
Yeah,
want mortars, go with the other thing. If you want troop capacity, go with this. Um,
yeah,
I just
but like
I appreciate that
design
it
wise,
doesn't
I
have the arm guns. Remove the arm guns,
but
keep the
like
mortars. Something in between
design
this and
wise,
that. It would be perfect.
don't like the I don't like the weird horn. I don't like that. It's something. It just how do I describe it? It like ruins the flow.
I can
It's like a
I can
weird
understand that.
protrusion,
I can
and it.
understand that.
Uh, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to be a lot harsher. 5.5 with this one.
Oh, daring. But yeah, no, I see where you're coming from. I see where you're coming from. But yeah, aesthetically speaking, I do like it. Um, the crest protrusion thing. I'm pretty sure this is the same kit, just different options. So you can have it with or without it. For that reason, I'll keep it as a 6 out of 10.
Mm,
But I understand where you're coming from with the 5.5.
if I understand it right, it's not the same kit, but like I think the main body is the same. It's just like it comes with different additional components.
Perhaps, perhaps that
But that
is
might
that
be
is
me
possible.
reading into it incorrectly.
Well, I'm not gonna claim to know, so we're just gonna move right on to the
Yup.
Thanator, the Thanatar automata. I've pretty much got both of them open here, so it's the same thing but different options. Same kit, different weapon options because why not? I guess. So I suppose we'll start off with the Calyx. Um, I do like it. I do like it. I like the big thumpy gun on the left fist, and I like this weird grav weapon that it's got on the right arm here. I do vibe with that. This thing looks
Hmm.
chunky and it looks dangerous. And for that reason I like it. It looks chunky and dangerous and I vibe with it.
Hmm. Hmm. I do like gun. I
Yes.
like shoulder mounted gun. Um
Yes. Shoulder mounted gun, ladies and gentlemen.
I like I like shoulder mounted gun. I like I like fist on gun. I like fist that looks like coaster. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but I don't know. I like it. I don't know.
Well, from my understanding, it's either a ranged weapon or you punch a wall with it and the wall implodes or something. Either way,
Uh huh.
I do vibe with it. And Siege Automata, I think it lives up to the name. It looks like something that you'll find in a hard, grueling siege. I do like that.
Oh. It's a gravity weapon, actually. Oh my,
Yeah, it's a grav weapon.
that's horrifying.
That is, and I love it. I'm gonna be honest, 7.5 out of 10. For me, the Calyx is a 7.5.
Hmm. Hmm. I'm not gonna go quite that far. I will go 7.
Fair enough, fair enough. Well, transitioning right over to the Cavus, which I don't like this one as much, but it is terrifying. Don't get me wrong. You don't want to face this thing on the battlefield. That giant fuck off plasma weapon is kind of scary. That is pretty scary. So I like that. That is scary and intimidating, and I vibe with it. But I don't vibe with that it only has one gun arm. Like the other arm kind of just looks like it's there. It's kind of like that meme where why is my right arm bigger than my left arm? You know?
Uh.
I don't know. If it was me personally, I would put another gun on the other side. Maybe not dual barrel. Give it like one gun slash one barrel for each side. I would vibe with that. But the it feels a bit
Yeah.
asymmetric with that. Whereas the other one feels a bit more symmetrical with its design. This one feels a bit it's heavy that way and it's heavy this way and it doesn't really even out. But I do love this big giant plasma weapon. That thing looks scary.
Hmm.
Go away, OneDrive.
Huh.
I'm trying to
I
see what is it called.
the what?
I'm trying to see what the
Plasma gun?
weapon is called. It's a plasma mortar. Yeah. Yeah, no, that thing when it says plasma mortar, that looks like a plasma mortar. I do not want to see that thing pointed at me.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Uh.
again, for the plasma mortar, I would say it lives up to the siege automaton name. It lives up to the siege name. But I would personally have another gun on the right arm. It looks a bit bare for my taste.
Yeah. Fair. Uh. I think this is the same one as the old model. By the way, it's just like the difference is that this one is open, whereas the old one was closed. I like the closed configuration a little more, but I don't dislike the open flower sort of look of this one either. I wonder if you can. I wonder if you have the option to close it though. If the front side art or picture is to be believed, you can. Hmm.
50-50
I don't know.
chance. 50-50 chance. I'm not
I
sure.
like it.
These guys don't show the sprues for this stuff. So
Yeah.
that's kind of dumb. Not gonna lie, that's kind of fucking stupid. Um so we can't look at that, but based on the box art at least, The box art suggests that you can have it closed.
Yeah.
Like the actual image on the box suggests you can have it closed. If that's reality or not, I don't know. They don't show us the spruce, so rip bozo, I guess.
Ah.
But yeah,
Huh.
overall, my thoughts aren't too different from the other one, but I'll definitely rate it lower at just a 7.
I think 6 probably again.
You know what would be horrifying? Have
What?
the identical weapon loadout as the Calyx, but add the plasma mortar onto the Calyx. That would be horrifying.
Yeah, that'd be ooh. I mean,
Oh.
though that would probably oh god, the energy consumption that would ooh.
Oh, that would drain it instantly, but that would be scary to look at. But yeah, so overall rating on my end, 7 out of 10. Overall rating on your end is a 6 out of 10.
Hmm.
Overall, I like it. Moving on though to the Archmagos Prime. Um,
Huh.
if it'll load. Okay, there we go. It's honestly, I do like it. Yeah, honestly, I'm very neutral on it. It looks like a tech priest. That's basic. That's basically the best I can say. What I am gonna
Yeah.
deduct points for though is I'm not seeing weapon options.
Uh
Yeah, this it is the weapon options are what you see. There's no extra weapon options. That's ew, okay. That's gonna deduct points. Because
you what the fuck? Yeah.
the tech priest models in 40k and even other 30k models, they at the very least have head options. This one doesn't. So that
Hmm.
definitely deducts points. But overall, I do vibe with this. This does look nice. I like the spider legs. I like the head. The head looks quite neat. Um, Weirdly enough, I do like the hand. I always vibe with a very pointy index finger, so I vibe with that. The stave, 50-50. And the Volkite and the, what is this, a conversion? Conversion beamer, yeah.
Yeah.
Those I do vibe with. So, overall speaking, I do vibe with it. And I do like the addition of the trim on this. It makes it feel like it's high ranked. Um, so yeah, I do vibe with this. I do vibe with this.
6.
I'd give it a 6.5.
All right.
No,
Fair enough.
actually, no, I'd give it a 6. It deducts points for
No.
having very little customization options.
Fair. So yeah, we're agreeing on 6.
We are agreed on 6, yeah. Alright, moving on to the Thalax cohort.
Oh yeah, classic.
I like these. I do like these. These look fucking sick. Honestly, I don't know how much I could. All of the points that I made for the Ursarax, I can make the same points for these. It has a very classic feel to it. Um, I like the various head options. The weapon options look cool. Although the plasma weapon looks the upside down plasma vibe. I don't know if I like that or not, but I'm not gonna hold it against the model. I like the melter. The melter looks cool, and I do like the chain bayonet on the one dude. That does look pretty sick.
Yes. I like me some chain bayonets. They're very nice.
Hell yeah. So yeah, in all honesty, same points as the other dudes of similar vibe. I vibe with them. I do vibe with them.
Hmm. I'm not quite as on it as the Ursax, was it? Yeah, Ursarex, yeah.
Yeah, no,
I
the
like these somewhat
Ursarax,
less.
the Ursarax
I don't know.
vibe. Those things kick ass. These guys, they vibe, but not as vibe.
Yeah, I think I'll give these. Hmm. Another 6, I think.
Um, what did I give the Ursarax? Did I give them a 7 or a 7.5? I don't remember. I'll give these guys a 7. I do like
Alright, fair.
them. I do like them, but not as much as the Ursarax.
We should have done this in a tier list format so we could remember.
Yeah, but that requires a lot more setup, and I don't feel like doing that right now. Maybe next time, but who cares? Okay, well, moving on to the Tech Thralls Covenant.
Covenant.
Um, yeah, I like them, I suppose. I don't know. I'm assuming these are supposed to be, well, supposed to be. They are a form of servitors, and yeah, they're pretty much battle servitors. So I think they fulfill that purpose quite well. Not really much I can say about them. I'm a bit 50-50 on the bayonets.
Hmm.
Quite frankly, I would rather have either no bayonet or a chain bayonet. But overall, aesthetically speaking, I like them, I guess. They're servitors. There's not really much to say.
I like tech zombies. I think they're fun.
And these are very much tech zombie vibe.
Yup. This definitely does have that fucking copy paste vibe, though. Again.
It does, but it makes sense for these at least. The other guys, I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
like the. But the thing is, the Battle Pilgrims have a much more egregious and much more noticeable copy paste than these, in all honesty. Like these, at the very least, my eyes can dash between them, and it's like, okay, I recognize some similarities, but they're not as aggressively noticeable as the Battle Pilgrims. And for these guys, I mean, they're servitors, so the copy paste at least makes sense here. Um, and they are at least relatively diversely customized. Same with the
Uh-huh.
the battle servitors. No, the battle pilgrims. But I'm okay with the battle pasting. Yes, wow, my brain is going a bit fucky wucky. Oh Jesus,
Fried.
my brain is fried. Yes, it is getting very late, so we're gonna wrap this up at some point. But it's gonna keep going for now. So in all honesty, I'm gonna say middle of the road, 5 out of 10. They're servitors, so they have a job and they do it nicely. So 5.5, let's say.
I like 6 out of 10.
Well, there we go. There we go. And I definitely see where you're coming from, and I do agree with what you're saying there. So, yeah. I definitely vibe with that. Um, Jesus, how long have we been recording? Hour and 15 minutes. Damn. Why not? uh, um, okay, moving on. The Castellax Battle Automata. I like these. Again, these guys have been in 30k for a while. And these are, to my knowledge, they are a plastic kit. I don't know if they originated as a plastic kit or not. I think they started as resin. I can be mistaken though. I do not have perfect memory, so is what it is. But yeah, no, I do vibe with them. The big ass fuck off cannon on the shoulder, those are awesome. The buzzsaws, I do vibe with them, and the flamers, yeah, yeah. You don't want to get anywhere near these things with the buzzsaws and the flamers. I do like it. And you can have the option for hands. Me personally, I definitely go with the crushing claw thingies. You can also have option for bolters in the hands if you want. Personally, I do like the look of the flamers a bit more. So if it's me, I'd keep the cannon, go with the crushing hand claw thingies, and then have some flamers in there. I would vibe with that. So overall, I do vibe with these. And again, they do keep that theme of relatively retro sort of vibe. Something I don't particularly like, well, the thing is, I do both like and heavily dislike, is the ammo bin on the back. Like, from the back, it looks good, but from the front, it just looks like a block that's just there. Like, surely they could have placed it higher, or they could have put it at a different angle. As it is, it almost looks like a diaper. it from a certain angle, it looks like a diaper from the front, which I don't 100% vibe with, but I suppose it is what it is. But from the back, it looks good. From the side, it looks good, but from the front, ugh. I don't vibe with it particularly much. But overall, I do vibe with these models. They look fucking sick. But it's no secret that I love Battle Automata, so yeah.
Hmm. Huh. I like these. I like buzzsaws. They're funny. And more shoulder mounted guns, which I like.
Hell
I
yeah.
think I like these. I think I'll give them a 6.5. Actually, I like these a little more than some of the other stuff.
Yeah, I will agree with a 6.5. I will definitely agree with a 6.5. Um, you know what? I think we should end this. we should probably end this soon because this has been going for a while. Let's end it with a classic,
No problem.
the NR the Anacharis Scoria. Well, sorry, Anacharia Scoria, the Xenophane Tyrant. The Dark Mechanicus boy. Or gal, I don't remember.
Ooh.
Um,
Evil.
but yeah, this is over designed to hell and back.
Hmm.
but it's an over design that I do like. What I don't like is how it's. See, the thing is, I both like and dislike how it's painted, how it's presented. It is very grimy. It's very dark mechanicum. It is grimdark, but it's a little bit muted. If you look at this thing head on, the only thing that pops out at you is the cape, kind of the face, and the blue accents along the trim. Other than that, if you blur or unfocus your eyes, this just looks like a brown gray blob, which I don't like. So I would say I like the model, but I don't like how it's painted. That said, it is painted very well, but there's not enough contrast happening, in my personal opinion. Again, this is all aggressively personal opinion. Who would have thunk it?
What? No. This is all objective.
It's objective fact. If you didn't gather that already. It is objective fact. We only give the objective truth here on the Chicken Coop podcast.
Amen.
But I will
The
say...
objective truth that we hold certain opinions. That's the truth.
Yes. I will say, though, I do like how it's designed. It is very much a Scorpion vibe. And it's not like kind of loosely Scorpion. It's an actual Scorpion with a dude attached to it. It's got the 8 legs and the 2 claws. And it's got the frickin'... it's got 3 tails, but you get what I mean. And I do like the skull... the side skull thingies going on here. Those things... This is a Dark Mechanicus model, and it looks like a Dark Mechanicus model, and I do like it for that.
Yep.
And I do like the base. The base is also quite nicely done. Your thoughts?
I might have disappeared for a few seconds there. I should be back.
Yeah, you did disappear for a couple of seconds there.
Anyways.
So, your thoughts?
Just looking at the model itself? I'll give it like a 7. It's pretty good. I don't know, I don't like it a lot, but I think it's pretty good.
Fair enough, fair enough. And this is a huge fucking model. Like, this thing is huge.
Oh yeah.
An 80mm base. You can tell that this is a centerpiece model through and through. Like, this is something you are going to commit a shitload of money, which it costs a shitload of money, and you are going to sit down, spend your time assembling this thing, and then spend weeks, if not a month, painting it. This is definitely an artist model, and I do like it for that. I do like it for that. Also, to that degree, Games Workshop, this 3D spin around is perfectly composed. Why are the rest of your shit overexposed to hell and back? You have proven that you can do it properly, that you can do it beautifully. Why can't you continue to do that? What the fuck?
The light was bad that day.
Yes, the light in a concealed space was bad that day. Fucking
Mm-hmm.
Christ.
I'm sure it was.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna give this thing an 8. I'm gonna give this thing an 8. Purely because
Mm.
I love it from an artistic standpoint. This is an artist's model, and I vibe with it. I do vibe with it.
Valid.
What I don't vibe with, though, is this thing is the irony, Mr. Swede, that Games Workshop ostracizes 3D printing, but you can tell this model is 3D printed. The
Mm-hmm.
fucking irony. Like, look at the unpainted. This part of the armor there, that is 3D printed. You cannot deny it. That
Mm-hmm.
is 3D printed. That is not injected molding. That is not any kind of molding. That is 3D printed. This kit is 3D printed. Or if
Now
not,
it
if
might
it's not 3D
be
printed,
very
it was 3D printed, and then they just didn't clean it up properly. But either way, there's your 3D printing lines, and I don't vibe with that. But I'm still gonna keep it at an 8 out of 10. I do like this model.
Mm-hmm.
I vibe. I do.
Yeah,
Vibe with it.
their business practices don't impact the actual quality of the model itself, so to say.
Well, of course not, but still, their business. It's Games Workshop. Their business practices is shit regardless. So,
Yeah.
on the simple fact that it's Games Workshop, it gets points reduced. I am both being serious and unserious at the same time. If you can basically
Yeah.
interpret it whichever way you want. But overall, I give this model an 8. I do genuinely like it, and I would definitely leap at the opportunity to get one day. But yeah, I think we're definitely gonna call it though. What the fuck?
Valid.
Hold on, let me just get a. There we go. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it for the time being, though. Yeah, and what a model to end it on. If we're gonna continue more of this MechaniCUM stuff, I'll have actual setup for it so we can do what you suggested and have an actual tier list system. there we can keep there we can keep track of what's actually happening. Who would have thunk it? Setup and planning would help.
No, what do you mean?
What do you mean? I don't
Clearly,
mean
doing this without
anything.
any plan whatsoever was the best plan.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, thank you. If you actually watch this video, first of all, fucking thanks. This is literally a low effort. I'm just doing this to fill space until I can get my actual video to a point that I can actually do something with it. I haven't even finished watching and taking notes down yet. Oh my god. But the weekend is coming up, so I'll have plenty more time for that at the very least. But yeah, legitimately, if you are watching this and you've watched it the whole way through, legitimately thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to our incoherent ramblings. We are recording this late on a Thursday night. We are both fucking out of energy. I've had a shitload of energy today, and I don't know why. My metabolism has been very fast today as well, but we're getting off track. I'm rambling at this point. This is what I do. I ramble. Who would have thunk it? But yeah, again, legitimately, if you watch this far, the whole thing, thank you very much for watching. I hope that we have at the very least entertained you to some degree. If not, rip bozo, I guess. Um, but yeah, again, thanks for watching. If you want to leave a like, go ahead. Why not? If you want to subscribe, I'm open to it. I won't say no. It's your decision. I'm not gonna tell you to subscribe. That's your own choice to make. And yeah, again, leave a 6-7 Scorpio Rising comment if you've gotten that far in the fucking video. Let us spread the cancer. Why not? Let's spread it. Let us
No, no,
spread
no.
the
That's a
Gen Z
different
brain
sign.
rot.
No, no, no. We're not spreading cancer. No, no, no. I mean, same trine, but no, not cancer. We're spreading Scorpio.
Yes, we are Scorpio maxing right now.
You will be betrayed. You will be thrown in the dungeon. You'll be tortured to death.
Oh, what kind of dungeon?
I will not specify.
Oh, yes.
No, no.
Oh, yes. But anyway, I have been Mr. Race, your humble host, joined as per usual by the funky Swede. We hope you at least enjoyed somewhat, and I will attempt to get my series review out as quick as possible, but I can make no promises.
We excuse any potential psychic damage done to you during the duration of this stream. Sorry, not stream. This is not a stream. I mean, close enough, but yeah, this podcast, whatever, you get the point.
I do not have the data to actually stream. If I could, I would. Maybe next month. You know what? Maybe next month. Maybe the middle of the night randomly. Who knows? But not right now. Definitely not right now.
No, no, no.
No, no, no. Anyway, that's my outro. Mr. Swede, take it away.
Sub to Race channel. Watch stuff I make, I guess. I'm trying to make a video a month, this year. I don't know, probably make a few slip-ups. I already kind of did, but it is what it is. I hope you stick around for both of us, though, because, well, we're
Absolutely.
probably
Don't worry.
gonna
I'm gonna
run
have your
back.
channel linked in the description, and I'm gonna pin it in the comments. So, and please, by all means, go check his stuff out if you enjoy star signs and random historical fucking ramblings about random shit. And if you enjoy someone that can actually pronounce old words how they're supposed to be pronounced, for fuck's sakes, definitely go watch him because he can actually pronounce words that some Americans simply cannot. No offense to America, but also
Thanks,
every
bro.
offense intended to America. But anyway, this has been a random ranking and review of this shit. I'm gonna end this now before we trail on again. So, yeah. See you guys whenever we see you, and thanks again for watching. Fucking have a good day or evening or whatever you're watching this, and we'll see you next time, lads and lasses. Ciao!
93.